guys, so here I am going to be trying to set up a survival world. Now, yes, there will be mods, so we'll get them set up and going. Right, so one thing we definitely will be doing is, not that, where is it? Modular encounters, so search, yep, modular encounter systems. That is one we will be having in. There's also another here, exploration enhancement mod. Now that gives us a whole lot of NPCs to deal with, including different kinds of starting vehicles. So these give me the AI that I like to deal with. They're not bad, they're pretty good. So yeah, I keep those. Another lot of mods that I need is weapons core. Here it is. Weapons core. Eric's Weapons Enterprises are good. I've used this one quite a few times. I quite enjoy it. Quite some powerful weaponry as well. Defense shields, yes. I think that may do it for weaponry though. I do like these. These are good. Screw it. Go for the MXPX MWI weaponry. They're pretty good. They is would probably become a little bit taxing, but nah, this computer will handle it. So from here, now I will be attempting my just quality of life mods, some things that makes things just a little bit easier, like your APIs and stuff. So there's a few things that I do need. So paint gun, that makes things a whole lot easier, just trying to paint things. If you try to get behind other stuff that you put down, you end up having to take it off and then putting it back on when you're trying to paint your ship. But this paint gun makes it so much easier. It's just quality of life. Dangerous decompression, that is definitely one I do like. Now that the moment you open a door and from a pressurized room into vented space, it vents and it will suck you out unless you're by a wall. And then it just kills you if you hit it hard enough. There we go, Super Cruise. Just makes it as more of an expensive, instead of using a jump drive, it's like a jump drive but more expensive, and you can, and it's not just like a blip, you are actually in a Super Cruise speed. So if you've ever played Elite Dangerous, you know what I'm talking about. You're going up between sublight, you go from sublight to light speed, and then you got your warping. This, you're cruising along at your light speed, but you're the one cruising. You can control where you go. It's not just a jump, and you need less. You only need the one, but you do need a whole lot of power to be able to power it. Which brings me to the next part. I will be adding on deuterium fusion reactors. Yes, so that mod, you can get some pretty cool reactors. I like it because with using the shield, if I can find it. Anyway, with using a shield mod, you use this and you can get some pretty heavy duty shields, and anything you can take on. You can take on almost anything. The bosses are still a bit of a challenge because they can bring it down, but if it's not well managed, but it gives you a good, decent fighting chance. everything else in here, I think that will be all. Sweet. I think that'll do that. 5 times for character inventory, as it does get a bit annoying going back and forward too many times, but I don't want it too overpowered either. Block inventory sizes, 10 times. You can carry more without having to go too overboard with your ship size. Especially when it comes to your miners and stuff. But it's still, even still, it's not an overly stupid amount anyway. Don't need those. I could do with high density asteroids, high density encounters. Yep, Epson Survival. This will be my survival series. Alright guys, so we're back. We have landed on Earth, and this is the starting rover that we come up with the exploration mod pack. Now, I would have liked to have landed in a better place, but this isn't too bad. But I think at the moment I will fly up and I'll see if I can find ice anywhere. If we can find an ice lake, we can get closer to that and should hopefully have a decent supply of ice. Otherwise, I'm going to be roaming around for a while trying to find one. Probably still have to roam around for a while anyway to be able to get to it at this rate.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Damn. Okay, ran out of fuel and I've got to walk about 1.5 kilometers almost. This'll be fun. We'll be right back with you shortly. So we're back at the... Now this is something I should have actually grabbed a long time ago, but I will also grab gun and some ammo because knowing what mods I have on here, I will probably end up with some animals after me at some point shortly. Do not know how long that'll be though. But yes, now we've got some ice. Normally, now if I was set up well enough, I would go after that. Same with the field research, but I have no other way to defend myself other than this gun. And no way to take out their defenses either. And it is very important to be able to do so. If I go near that field research, I won't get any ores either. So we'll just have a look around for some ice. My only other option is to go up into the mountains. Yeah, looks like when I need ice I'd be going up into the mountains. I can't see any lakes out that side. Let's check over here. Just gotta be careful of that lookout tower. That thing pings me, we could be well within its shooting range. And it would send that gremlin after me. Okay, so yes, it does look like we'd have to go into the mountain range for ice. which is going to be a hassle, so that means starting off with electric. For now, we'll just find a decent spot to set up base. And I think here would do it well enough. Yes, so here we'll do it well enough. I don't usually like to go having pit holes in the backyard, but it is what it is. This is going to take a little while, so I will skip ahead here. So just one tip to point out, don't forget to queue up resource, otherwise you're going to fill up your space that you have really quick. 2,000 ingots of that lot would be good. Back to it. Alright guys, so at the moment it looks like we got ourselves at least a decent amount of stuff to start building our way to the top. So from here I'll start getting some foundations down, and we'll go from there. Start building a little base here. Although this may take a little while to actually get these resources going, so still a little bit of mining for a little bit. Yes, so we'll see where this, yep, 20. Okay, so we'll make a start. Damn it. Yeah, so make a bit of a start here. Make a little notch so I can build upwards, because we are going to need power, and it'll be my I think at this point it'll be my first goal is to try and get some kind of power up there. So we need for power, we need interior plates. So I'll make a start with a wind turbine. Number 7, and get ourselves a bit of power here. So I've queued up all the resources that we need for this. In the meantime, I'll do a bit more mining. Oh my god guys, that Incon Stormfire up there looks like something I do not want to mess around with. Now that is a good looking ship. I wish we had the ability to be able to take it though. Or head back, because I've just gone after a special contents power. There's not much in it. Alright guys, so we are back. I am going to carry on with that power with the windmill. Just hopefully we don't have to worry too much about that Stormfire that's flying overhead. Doesn't look, well, it looks like it would give us a good kick in the ass, but I don't think it's bothered by us at the moment. Alright, so now we've got power. It's awesome. What else do we need? Okay, so I've got to look at an assembler. Got to put down a basic assembler. Don't mind the search. So this will allow us to do some basics. I won't stick with this the whole time, and I'll also plot down a basic refinery. Also do the same. It will allow us to do the basic stuff. So we'll start with the assembler. We'll get that all queued up, and I think in the meantime I'll do a bit more mining and I'll catch back with you guys shortly. Maybe queue up both. Save us time waste. Alright guys, so it looks like we may have enough for the assembler, so we'll get at least that going. As of at the moment. Yep. So there's definitely enough for the assembler. And as I suspected for that Stormfire, that's long gone. We did not bother it. So we'll get this going. Alright, so we got that up and going now. And unlock some new blocks. We'll see if we can get this started, eh? 2 steel plates and 8 motors. How far away are they? Get some motors going, at least. Oh, that may take a little bit. Now, I would normally transfer all of my stuff into this new assembler. We will shortly, so we'll start using this stuff shortly. That may not be enough power to run the two at once, but yeah, it should be okay for a little bit at least. It may be a bit choppy. Right, got enough for that. So now we've got these underway. Yeah. Damn. Right. Let's just start shifting this stuff over. Get this running here. It's an Atlas. Anyway. Sorry, I get sidetracked by ships flying overhead. I'll get everything filled into here and I'll come back shortly. Right, see you guys soon. Yep, so we're back guys. We've moved everything we need over. Now this is running, refining down the stone, all the stone we got beforehand. And we'll use this from now on instead of the buggy because, yes, the buggy is good to start off with, but it's not quick. It's better that we actually use the assembler and refinery. I won't be able to use them both at the same time, but they do decently well at the moment. Now we need to get, as of at the moment, we need to get some kind of stable power source. Now we will do a battery under here. At least one for now, because this is expensive. Yep, there we go. So chopping in and out. So this may take a bit. We've only got the one windmill, so it's not a sufficient power source. see what we can make. Yeah, so construction components and power cells. Well, these will all get made up anyway. Should hopefully have enough materials for that. If not, I may need to go mining again. Ah, there we go. So, one windmill, one machine at a time. Alright. I really want to go and have a look at that, but no, too much preparation too quick. And besides, it's quite far out. That'll disappear soon enough. Are we gonna have enough? For 160? Oh, we've only got 80. Okay. So I'm gonna go and do some more mining, because this isn't gonna be enough for power cells. I'll be back shortly. One thing to note in mind, if you don't continuously press F while you're mining, you end up with a floor full of dropped stone.
Inventory full.
Alright guys, I'm back. So it looks like we have enough materials to be able to build this. And I think all the components are done, I just need to collect them all out. There we go. So now we have sufficient batteries, so when we're not using these machinery, this will be charging the battery as we're going. Now, eventually I'd like to go up into space, but at the moment I think I'll find out where this cobalt is actually. Right underneath me. So, what we'll do is we'll find our little mine hole. Yep. We'll go down further to get the cobalt, because I do want to build a miner that I have saved. We'll collect about an inventory load of cobalt here. We'll build one of my miners, so we have the ability to go into space. Yeah, cobalt. Now I'm just collecting some of this because I'm going to need it for hydrogen thrusters and, well, cargo containers. I need that for my hydrogen miner that I've got. Now, this will allow me to be able to go up into space. I know it's capable of space flight, so I'm able to go and get some uranium. The reason that is because there's one of my drones I want to bring out. That drone is not solely reliant on reactors, but longevity wise it is. It relies on reactors for longevity. I haven't fully tested how long it lasts on battery alone anyway, but it does have a few thrusters and only 2 small batteries. It mostly relies on the uranium reactors on it. Otherwise, the other thing I could attempt is to alter its design. Yes, I think I'll still get this anyway, but then I'll also bring up the design and then alter so it has the ability to get more power. Right, I'll be back with you guys shortly, eh? So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm doing the small head to rotor trick at the moment, which will allow me to be able to put a small projector on due to the drone is small grid anyway. This will allow me to be able to attach a small head. So then I can go up and add a small projector. Oh, what do I need for a projector? I need to make a light. Yep, can do that. Just grab a couple of construction components. Yep, do that. Interior light. Build this. Why not? Yep. That's worked. Right. So now this means that anything small grid that we want to build, we can build off of this. Now we'll bring up the menu. What? Projector? Blueprints? Now this one is a mini drone. Now this drone, it can fly on its own, but it requires those. So it requires these reactors as a stable power source because it's only got 2 batteries. But today we will see if we can replace those 2 reactors with more batteries. I can't place them here or here because of the thrusters, but I can at least place them in there, in these parts where the other reactors are. I will give this a go, so we at least have some sort of protection when we need it. We'll get some items queued up here as well. Alright, so we'll get to this. Yep, so small connector. Now, so my idea here to make the alterations I need, I think I should add 2 small batteries to where those reactors are supposed to go. Now, in time, I will add reactors, but that's only when I can run them. So we'll place one here. Alright. And the other one this side. That should at least give this little drone enough power to be able to hold itself for a while at least. I do not actually know how long it will last. never attempted without sufficient power. Now get the core AI items built as well. Now these are already partially set up. I will need to possibly put down a beacon or an antenna here. It may make me visible, but it will allow this drone to be able to float about, to roam around and protect the base. Now this should just protect us from... This drone alone will be enough to protect us from the likes of wolves if I have them on here. It won't be able to take on a big enough ship, so it could, and they have attempted, but they get one clip and they're done. And with this world having weapons core, AI, the shooting is a lot more accurate, so one clip is all it'll take and this thing is done for. More batteries, so we've got more power cells to make another 10, eh? So at least in the future if we need something with power cells, we've got some sitting there. Ah shit, I did not want to do that. Anyway, we'll get this gyro... Oh, forgotten about that. Build planner. Ah, oh, not build planner, sorry. So I completely actually forgot about the progression. So progression tree, what do we need to unlock those thrusters and the gyroscope? Okay, so we need control or cockpit. I think I'll do the easiest and go... We'll find what the cheapest is. So go control surfaces. Yeah, I think one of these will make it easier. So that control seat, not so much. Rover. Helm. A saddle cockpit. Yeah, we'll go for a compact saddle cockpit for now. Build one of these. Because this is the next step. So now we've done that, we can build the gyroscope. Build a few of these large steel tubes, so they're going to be a frequent thing that we're going to need. Oh, what have I made? Ah. Okay. Here. So that's the majority of the internal stuff that we've done now. We'll get this gun made so we can pop the remote control block on there. And so for now we'll keep the projection on, but turn the projection block off to see what we've attempted to build already. Okay, so right now we'll make this. Turn it off. One second, so damn, can't control it yet because we're gonna need the antenna. So where's the antenna sit? At the top there? As I said, we're gonna need a beacon as well. So beacon. So beacon first, because this will allow us to unlock the antenna. There we go, so we've got the antenna unlocked and we can build this. Now by doing that, it will allow us to take control of it and turn off the dampness.
Energy low.
Now we can turn on the thrusters and not have any issue. Now it's not going to want to fly off in one direction or another. Alright, so we're back. We've got some power. Now, I've done 2 thrusters. We'll get these back ones queued up. Now these 4 upwards thrusters, they're more than enough. Despite them being the small piddly little ones, they're more than enough to be able to hold the ship. And more than enough to hold the ship. Yeah, did not want to do that. Yep, so we got those. And we got 2 upwards, or sorry, downwards facing thrusters. Now this was more for... Now these were more for the fact that AI components don't like to be, well, not facing down. And we're out of iron. So for now we'll just chop up some stone, and there it goes. Okay, so I've got to go for mining for some more iron. Do a bit more mining off screen. I'll leave it off here. We'll carry on with this drone and possibly building some more defenses on the base and definitely do some storage as well next time. Okay, so I'll leave it here for now. Thank you everyone for watching this